Do you want to be part of something bigger? At Siemens, we use AI to transform the everyday. Our engineering solutions drive innovation and change. We're leading in technology and building a sustainable future. Join Siemens and make an impact to transform the everyday. Apply now and be part of something extraordinary. Visit siemens.co.in/careers.
Hey, drop. Yeah, hey, drop.
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to another episode of the Lowlife podcast. Dude, gotta get
I
crazy
think he
with
just
it.
fucking disappeared. He went so crazy that you disappeared. Like when you yelled, you just went into a different dimension. Like your fucking voice got all modulated and you were just like,
Love it.
yeah. Well, happy fucking Friday, you itsy bitsy teeny weeny motherfuckers. Little baby dicks.
Short dick, man. Love that song.
We're back. We're pulling double duty today. This is our second episode we're recording because Loctite's going to be traveling. Little jet setter. Traveling all over next week. So this is the first time doing back-to-back, and I'm tired, dude. I tried to conserve my energy, so next week's episode's going to suck a little bit.
Yeah. I got the Modelo's, though, so I should be good.
Oh, man. Jelly, I got these fucking PBRs that someone left here at some point.
And may or may not have a raccoon or a rat in my shop. I don't know which one, but...
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen it, but I keep hearing it scurry around, so...
Yeah.
We'll see.
I've been seeing a lot
Raccoon
of
I'm fine
field
with.
mice. I've been seeing a lot of field mice in my garage, like on the outside,
Yeah.
trying to get
Yeah.
in.
You gotta get a cat.
I have a cat. And it fucking sucks.
Yeah, you need a killer cat, a shop cat
Yeah.
that kills shit.
Yeah. I just have a cat that doesn't want to use the fucking $700 cat box I got it. It's one of those self-cleaning ones.
Yeah.
Just pisses in the tub.
Nice.
Fucking scumbag. Yeah. I fucking hate cats, dude.
Yeah, me too. I'm not a cat guy.
No. I'd like to have one in the garage. I wouldn't mind one in the garage that, like, killed shit in here, you know? But there's enough fucking chemicals and shit that it does a pretty good job keeping the pests out. No ventilation. I'm always spraying fucking shit. As soon as anything comes in here, it just
Yeah, that's
immediately dies. Except for me. I'm getting tougher.
Get that rhino skin.
Yeah, dog. So, all right. I'm having deja vu because we just did this, but we got an interview today. We're really excited to get into it. So we're going to get a little light housekeeping out of the way as quickly as humanly possible. And then we can roll into this fucking interview and have some fun with our boy Tim. So, shout-outs, shows, and sponsors. First sponsor, Rodney Nenock, Bump Shop Diaries. Buy our new camp mug from our store. I'll give you a $5 off code. I might forget. You might have to remind me. I will give you that $5 off code. Once you have the code, you go over to Bump Shop Diaries or bumpshopbackroom.com and you buy a bag of the Hardtail Blend, and that code's going to get you $5 off. That's $15 shipped to your door. Our another sponsor I'm going to shout out, Torque Motor Co. Go ahead and go to torquemotorcycleco.com. Get one of those sissy bar bags. They're so fucking great. And They're the best, cheapest sissy bar bag that you can get. It's the perfect fucking shape. It's the perfect fucking size. All the homies have them. Every single one of my friends is rocking one. And
I'm
put
thinking
in
about getting the
Lowlife
fucking
10.
throw bag.
Getting the saddlebags.
Those throw bags are sick, and they're cheap.
I think
as fuck.
didn't Maddie just pick up a set of that?
Yeah,
I think I saw
they
it
look
really
good.
just did.
Yeah, they look good too.
Well, you get a sponsor. That fucking guy is like the sponsorship king. But yeah, dude, those Torque saddle throwover bags look sick. The fucking bag though, Lowlife 10 at checkout. Just go ahead, Lowlife 10 at checkout. It's already the cheapest fucking sissy bar bag on the market. Get another 10% off. All right, shows. We got one show coming up.
The Smokeout Rally in Rowan County Fairgrounds, Salisbury, North Carolina. They got live music, wet t-shirt contest, bike shows, mini bike racing, the Tankful bike art display, World's Strongest Biker contest, burnout contest, vendors, great food, and tons of camping. Your boy will be there. Oh, this is from September 5th through the 8th. Your boy will be there on the 6th, all day. That's Friday, all motherfucking day. I'll put a post up on the Lowlife page on Instagram when I get there. If you guys want to come meet up, holla at your boy.
I don't know why. Everything ran so smooth last time, Loctite.
Oh, it's bad right now.
You're bad, dude.
Yeah. You cut out on me like half. I haven't heard half the shit you said.
Yeah, you keep on freezing.
Yeah.
Which is weird because
I just did an internet speed test and my shit is cranking right now, so I don't know what's going on.
And we just did an episode. We just did the whole thing. It was fine. So I don't know what the fuck the problem is, but
just send it.
Yeah, just fucking. It is what it is, baby. So let's just get into this motherfucking interview with our boy. We met. Actually, I think it was the first time we met at the Deadbeat Retreat. This is Tim. I don't know how to say your last name. You're going to have to help me out with that, bud.
Not a problem, yeah. Deadbeat Retreat was the first time, and the name's Tim Schulin. You can look me up on Instagram. It's _Iron Mule. And, yeah, no, it was a pleasure to meet you. You came up to me. I had the supercharged FXR. We talked a little bit about it, and, yeah, it was a good time. Deadbeat Retreat has always been a good time. I went up to Maine. That was not as fun for me. That was like 8 hours of driving. This one here is only a 2-hour drive, so new location is all right.
Oh yeah. You're a New York boy.
Yeah.
It's so just to I guess fill the viewers in too is so you listened to the show and you wrote in a while ago on one of our Q&As.
Yeah.
You were the one with the dual fucking Weber setup or whatever, a dual throw carb on a Sporty. Tell us how that went. So remind everybody what the setup was and how it turned out.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So a little background. I had that supercharged FXR prior. I had a Delardo 2-barrel carburetor on it. So it's like a Volkswagen would have ran a carburetor like that. Basically the idea is one carburetor per cylinder. So my dad had a big fascination with them, which means I had a fascination with them. I got this chopper, and, it's a Sportster chopper, and everybody's, putting the same shit on it. I want to be different. I want it to run good, but, being different doesn't always mean it runs great. So, yeah, I had this idea that I wanted that carburetor, and I was trying to make it work. So this is a downdraft carburetor. It sucks the air down instead of forcing it in, which, these IDF 40 carburetors by Weber are rather expensive. So I went with the eBay Chinese knockoff version and had a little success with it. I ordered the intake manifold off this guy from like the Netherlands or something. Something I came across a while ago and just had the idea in my head that I wanted to build something with it. So, yeah, I got a $100 carburetor, and I probably got a $200 manifold on this $1,000 little Evo Sportster. And it's been a challenge trying to get it to run. So what I reached out to you guys about was I wanted to get a air-fuel ratio gauge to kind of get it to tune, just because it's not something you could bring to your local motorcycle shop and be like, yo, guys, I got this Volkswagen carb. You think you could tune it for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I was kind of reaching out about. I didn't know if that was something anyone does, makes an air-fuel ratio gauge for a motorcycle, which I didn't have much luck on.
Mhm.
And ended up going on Amazon and buying one for a car. And, you know, I took the exhaust off. I drilled the hole in the back. It was like a 1/2-inch hole, which is a little bit bigger than I would have liked. But, you know, I put the bung in there. I get it in. And it worked. Shit worked. I hooked it up to the battery and everything. And I have it running.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You had to
So-
drill a half inch is big. That's a big
Yeah,
fucking
so-
hole.
It was meant for a car exhaust.
Yeah, for the 0276.
So, yeah. So basically the whole back of my exhaust is now a bung.
Nice.
Yeah.
No shit, dude.
But you know what? It was running. I took it apart because I wanted to change the cams, but I haven't committed to buying them yet. So it's sitting. in
Dude, that's
pieces.
fucking sick. Those fucking, when you put that thing on there and I saw the fucking pictures and shit that you sent,
Yeah,
it's a mean looking carb, dude. That thing looks like
it's
some
different.
steampunk shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pointing straight up, number one.
I had to do
It's
those,
fucking
like,
massive.
12-inch velocity stacks.
Oh yeah, the
Does
the
it help?
velocity
No,
stacks.
it doesn't. But it's a chopper.
looks-
It's not gonna
Yeah, it looks
run
cool
good.
as shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole bike is a good story. You know, a friend of mine picked it up from this guy from Staten Island. He sat on it for a year. Another friend of mine bought it off that kid. He sat on it for another year. It was in a buddy of mine's garage, and he was like, yo, I just want this shit out. You know, buy it from this kid and get it out, you know. Along with that, he had this 79 Ironhead that is like the bastard year, like a year you don't want. So I had to take both. I traded an AR-15 for the two bikes, and now it's my project, and I've been slowly
shit.
going
An
after it.
AR-15? I didn't know
Yeah,
those
yeah.
were legal in New York.
You know what? As long as you don't have the flash on them, which, you know, the flash, I guess, the flash suppressor is a big thing. You can't have one of those, and you have to have a no grip or no stock. Yeah, there's a bunch of rules. We ignore those.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, if you're like, because you're pretty close to New York City proper,
Yeah,
so it's like, I thought they had pretty strict gun laws.
I
know?
recently got my full carry due to an amendment law, because originally it was like a sportsman's carry. They would only let me carry it to like the range and stuff. And federally, I guess they deemed that was illegal, and it was good. I just had to go out and sign a paper, and they were like, all right, you did all the qualifications for it. And
Holy shit.
yeah, I still don't carry it, but you know, now I got it though.
New Hampshire's like constitutional carry, you know,
Yeah.
state. So like when I started buying guns and stuff, they were just like, you know, here's your free ammo, here's your gun.
Right. It's funny.
Stuff it anywhere you want, and
Yeah.
here's a list of politicians if you're feeling fucking antsy.
I did the Utah permit, which gave you like 30 states. I was like, it's kind of fucked up. I can carry in a state that I don't live in. Like
Oh, what is that? The Utah thing.
carry. So you get a concealed carry in the state of Utah, and then that covers like 30 some odd states that you're allowed to conceal carry in. with that
Damn.
one permit. It just says that like you had the certification to get it or whatever, you paid, and it gives you a bunch of states. It's like a class they do here. You do your Utah permit, you can get Florida with it, you can get a couple other states like with the qualification.
That's good to know. So like you don't have to go to Utah, you can just like get the certification online.
It's just a class, yeah. You go into the class and it's like a sitting class. You do say 8 hours. And then that covers the Utah permit, which is like 30 states. And then they bring you into the shooting range and they're like, all right, do this shooting. You have to hit the target, I don't know, 5 out of 10 times. And the guy signs off on it. And then they'll get you like your Florida permit. Yeah, so it's a good class to take if you're traveling a lot and you want to take it with you.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, shit.
I didn't know there was anything like that.
Yeah.
Because that's like when I want it the most. And it's hard
Yeah.
because like Massachusetts is a fucking cunt about guns.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
So along with that, if the class offers it, you could get Connecticut. Connecticut's a class that
Mhm.
goes along with it. They require like what was the requirement? I think maybe you had to get like 3 signatures from some friends being like, yeah, this guy's normal. He can carry there.
That's fucking a low bar.
And your friends are just signing off on it.
Yeah. You know, you get some good friends and they're like, all right, he's a good guy. He can carry it with them.
Shit, dude. Yeah, I want to open it up. I like being able to carry wherever I go. I like to definitely want to go out of state. You know, that's the one thing that sucks is like, you know, you don't want to get fucking jammed up in New York or Massachusetts, and it's
For
like,
sure. Yeah.
I can't learn every fucking state's gun laws, you know.
No,
And
nobody
what's it
can.
called? Reciprocity, right? Is like certain states have that. Like, I don't even know if that's the right word, but basically they like acknowledge your state's rights, you know.
Right.
So like, I think
Yep.
Vermont has like reciprocity with New Hampshire and shit, so there's not a problem there. But yeah, that's awesome, dude. So fucking trading a fucking pew pew and getting 2 bikes, right?
Yeah.
Now, was that an 883 or a 1200?
It's a so it was a fuel injected 1200. I
Okay.
believe it's a 2011. And another thing I did to it was bring it back to carbureted because fuck fuel injection. That's why.
Dude, actually, that's great that you brought that up because we've had a bunch of questions on what it takes to convert fuel injected back to carbureted. What do you
Super
have
simple.
to do?
Okay.
Really?
So yeah. Basically what you need is forget the website. I went on the website and basically the guy sells you a unit. I guess you would consider like, you know, like the M unit. It's like the computer that you can build your truck. So it's like that. Basically, all it's doing is sending out the timing for the bike. Like the Sportster doesn't have like points or an electronic ignition in there. You know, it's got like the computer that does everything. So you need to bring it back in time and add that stuff to it. It's not anything difficult.
No shit. Yeah. So the M unit is pretty cool. They're kind of expensive, but they look like they're super helpful. It's basically like an electrical hub that you can tie all your shit into and like program it to go to different places or whatever. So this thing, it's how big is it? Is it about the size of like an M unit, like a little circuit board or whatever?
Basically the same size, and it has 3 dials on it, and I can change the RPMs that the bike can go up to. I can advance or retard the timing from it, and then it comes with different modes, which I don't know what they do. It's like sport mode and highway mode and whatever.
Sport mode, flipping into sport mode when you're getting
you just
chased
run
by
it
the
on
cops,
race
right?
mode. Yeah, whatever one sounded good. I was like, race mode. That's the one I want.
No shit, dude.
You turn the RPMs all the way up. Yeah.
So you just wire that in, like, you wire that basically from whatever's wired into the fuel injection module or whatever.
Right. So,
And then that replaces that for the delivery of fuel.
so the fuel injection is in the like the intake manifold.
Yeah.
So you're pulling all that out and replacing it. This is going to like the coil. It's just telling when the spark plugs went to fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So it's
yeah,
kind of like an electronic ignition almost.
it's an electronic ignition, and yeah, nothing else runs through it. Like the M unit, you could run your brakes and everything through it.
Yeah.
This is just an ignition. Yeah,
No shit. What does one of those things cost?
it wasn't crazy. I'm sure I could find the box where say $200. It wasn't.
Okay.
It was worth it for me now to be able to work on that bike and throw whatever I want onto it.
Yeah.
And then the fuel injected bikes were built different than carbureted bikes. So the parts that they have on there are a higher performance part. Not that it's upgrade. It's not any faster or anything. It's just a more quality built motor.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people like making like the aftermarket for those, like especially like Sportsters, the '04 and later.
Right.
You know, they're starting to make hardtails for them. Like
Yeah.
the aftermarket is growing because, dude, that's fucking 20 years ago. You know,
Yeah.
you get an '04 Sportster. That's fucking a vintage motorcycle at this point.
Right.
And it would be dope to have converted. So essentially, you get this unit, you get it in there. It's like secondary timing,
Exactly.
and then throw a new tank on it, throw a carburetor on it, and you're pretty good.
Yeah. So that was like the thing is when I got it, it was fuel injected,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of wiring that you can't hide. You need the tank with the pump and everything, and you can't hide it and make it look nice. Not someone of my skill level can hide it and make it look nice.
No.
So I brought it back to carbureted. It's something I know, and now you could throw your exhaust on it, or you could do cams or the carburetor and go crazy, and you're just dealing with easy technology.
Right.
Yep. Or you can make it difficult technology and throw a fucking VW dual throw fucking carb on there.
Hey, you know what? Yeah,
If you like a challenge.
I like a challenge that has opportunity. Like I know I could figure that out. You give me enough time, it'll work itself out one day. You know,
Yeah.
maybe not soon, but one day that thing's gonna be running good.
Yeah.
Fuel injected, I'm not sitting there with a laptop and tuning that thing.
Yeah, dude. That's short money, and it opens up a world of possibilities. Because, like, you know, definitely, like I had an '03 Sportster. The fucking thing is sick, dude. You know, like that engine is so nice. But I also had an '06. I've had an '09, and you're really limited with what you can do with it, unless you get rid of the fuel injection. And you also have to get rid of basically the front end, because they have like the integrated fucking risers and all that stupid shit. But those are cool fucking motors, and they're built really well, like
Yeah.
you said. So that, yeah, dude, that's a really hot tip. Actually, find out what specifically that unit is and send it
Sure,
to me, and
yeah.
I'll actually post it up on the show notes. Because I know a bunch of dudes are really interested in it. Because some people they have the bike
Right.
already, you know, like they want to chop it, but they're
Right.
like, if you're new to chopping, like making that conversion is like undoable.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of information on the internet about how to do that, you know?
Sure. Yeah. I could definitely pass that along. And so this frame is actually a lead sled frame. So they're producing Sportster, fuel injected Sportster model frames all ready to go and stuff. So,
Oh, fuck, dude.
those guys are a little better than me. I'm sure they're figuring it out, but
Yeah.
people can do it. It is being done.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, those fucking those motors are definitely worth it. I mean, that, like, I'm glad to see that aftermarket opening up, because it's like for the longest time it's just been like anything after '03 you're fucked.
Right.
You know, like there's no hardtails, there's no frames, And now, like, all the companies, dude, Lowbrow's coming out with shit, fucking Gasbox, fucking
Right.
Lead Sled. They're all coming out with this, oh 04 and up shit
Sure.
to turn them into choppers. So,
It's it's hard, like you go to Harley right now, you buy a new bike, you're paying what, 20 grand for a new bike. Now it comes with this warranty. Nobody's like, oh, let me customize this. Let me start changing shit. Now you void the warranty, or you buy a used fuel injected bike, you're not getting it that cheap. And
oh, no.
if you are, it's not running right. So it's tough, yeah. As things get older, it gets a little cheaper. Now you can pick up that Sportster for $1,000, and you don't feel bad putting a grinder to it, because you're like, I didn't break the bank buying it.
Yeah. Well, especially like those Sportsters in the early aughts. Yeah. Like 2004, 2010. You get like a lot of money. Like those don't hold their value like a Road King, or
Right.
like people don't want those bikes, especially like 883s and 1200s. The dudes that want like newer bikes, they have the money to get like the really big fucking touring bikes,
Sure. Yeah.
But that's like that would be so difficult for me to just buy a fucking motorcycle off the lot and just run it how they fucking made it, like
Exactly,
it's like has no
yeah.
fucking character. Like the paint, first of all, Harley paint jobs, they suck. They're consumer paint jobs. Like you don't go and buy a brand new car and you're like, yeah, that's a sick paint job. It's just the color.
Right.
Because they
Right.
need to appeal to, it has to have mass appeal, so it's like, oh, this one's maroon, this one's blue. They don't have like cool paint jobs, and all the shit on it, like a lot of it sucks because it's regulated, like
Sure.
they
Absolutely.
have to have stuff for the EPA, they have to
Yeah.
have stuff for the DOT, and all that shit is lame as fuck. It's just on there for your safety. So yeah, it sucks to and then the aftermarket for that shit is insane because they make it so the average dude can't
Yeah.
work with it because everything's like electronic and shit. I love
Everything's
little
yeah.
pieces like that, like under $200, like a fucking just a little computer that does a thing. Amen to that guy that fucking created that.
Absolutely.
That's like
Yeah.
filled a need,
And like you were saying, the Sportsters, as they're getting older and stuff, people are sitting on them. You can get a low mile Sportster for cheap, because a guy
yeah.
bought it, thought he was a Harley dude, and found out he wasn't, and now he's got that '04 Sportster sitting in
Yeah.
his garage since '05, and he's looking to get rid of it. And
Yeah, or he got he was just learning. He got like a Nightster or something. He goes to the bar with his buddies, and they all have fucking Road Kings, and they
yeah,
all tool on him. So he's like, all right, I gotta get a big boy bike now, and I gotta get this thing out of here,
yeah,
Um,
that's where we come in.
yeah, I'll take a fucking '04, dude. And the other thing is too, which is kind of cool, is like these bikes that you can now make rigid, they can still be rubber mounted. You can
Right.
still have like rubber mounted, an '04 rubber mounted carbureted now,
Right.
like hardtailed fucking motorcycle. That's fucking dope as shit, dude. I love it.
Talking of the rubber mounted, something that I seen come up more recently is I don't know if you guys know, there's an A and B motor to the Evos. The Softail was the B motor. The like the Dyna was the A motor. The Dyna was rubber mounted bike, and then the B motor for the Softail was counterbalanced. I keep seeing these posts all the time of people asking like, "Oh, can I put this in my bike and stuff?" And that was something cool that I just kind of learned, that there's two different motors and they're built a little differently.
I'm actually not familiar with what's the counterbalance.
So a Softail is not rubber mounted. So to take the rock out of the motor, they counterbalance the motor. So as the piston goes forward or whatever, it's weighted in the rear to keep the motor from
Oh shit,
rocking
okay.
so much.
So it's like a mechanical fucking
A mechanical counter,
like kind of like noise canceling headphones,
right?
Like it's not just blocking out noise. It's actually playing the opposite sound to like cancel out the noise, right?
I'm gonna say I'm not positive. I'm gonna say in the crank, I guess they somehow have maybe like a weight in there or something.
Yeah.
And, the way
like
they bolt
cancel
in
it out.
are two different. Yeah. So you're going to build a chopper, and you go to buy a motor. That's something to look for. Is it a rubber mounted motor, or is it a soft tail motor that's counterbalanced?
That's really cool, dude. I knew, obviously, so rubber mounted, it's isolating the vibrations throughout the rubber,
right?
But the counterbalance is canceling it out with a mechanical difference, right? So
yeah.
like every action has an opposite and equal reaction type of
Right.
shit. So that's really cool. I'm learning a lot today. I feel like I'm in fucking choppa school, dude.
I'm no expert on it. This is something I just picked up as well, and
yeah.
my friends they teach me.
This is the kind of shit you stumble upon when you get outside the comfort zone. You get off the fucking forums and you start creating things in the lab. You know what I mean? Like,
right. You learn.
Like I saw it. Like as soon as I saw it, so I'm walking around. We're walking around DBR, and we're like, as soon as we saw that, I forget who it was. Someone like came up to me and was like, "You got to check out this bike." Like when we're doing all the fucking trophies and shit. And you got to talk about this supercharger. So what is the bike? What is a supercharger?
Okay. So what is a supercharger? Okay, so basically it's taking air in and it's forcing my cam to spin faster. It's driven off the cam. So that's a cone shovel FXR that it's on. So a lot of those superchargers you would see on like a big dog chopper, they were more of like an early 2000 kind of thing. But having a cone shovel, it's the same bottom end. And that's kind of how that happened. You know, I had the shovel head. The whole story is I went in for a charging system. I dropped the magnet or whatever. The bike wasn't charging. I go to the local motorcycle shop. I'm like, hey, I need a charging system. He's got this supercharger sitting there. And just like you, I'm like, hey, what's that? What's going on there? The guy's like, oh, I bought this big dog chopper. I'm parting it out. It's worth more money parting the bike out, selling everything, than it is just selling the bike. Nobody wants them anymore. And I was like, oh, what do you want for that? And in talking to him, I ended up with the supercharger, which ended up being the biggest headache in the world, but it's paying off now.
Dude, it's fucking huge. It's not like you're not like walking around a bike and you can't miss this thing. It looks like a supercharger. It's like fucking massive, dude.
Yeah, so it's right from the cone just below the tank. It's a little big. You kind of do notice it when you're turning and stuff, but the bike's meant to go in a straight line, so don't even worry about it. You just hammer down and then let the supercharger do the rest.
It's kind of secondary crash bar, if you lean in too far and fucking just
and I feel
protect
bad.
your tank.
Everybody thinks it's like a fast bike, which for a shovel head, it's fast. For an Evo, it's fast. Twin cam, now you're like kind of the same. And then you get someone with like a Milwaukee 8 pull up next to you, and it's a night and day difference. It's like, yo, I got torque, but you got another, 40 cubic inches over me.
Right. Damn. Yeah, it's just definitely like definitely not something you see every day. And like, so it was a headache putting it in. Like, you didn't know when you saw it, you didn't really even know kind of what it was. Like, how did that process go where you were like, you went from getting the fucking thing to being like, all right, how do I make this thing fucking work in here?
Oh man, so it ended up being a frame like up restoration. That motor and everything, it's an 82, so it's well seen, its share of miles. So now this is say 2020 when I'm starting this. it's high miles already. So, pull the motor out. Had the motor, had the cases cracked and everything, rebuilt. And when you do rebuild it, you have to keep in mind that the supercharger is going to add a lot of compression into the motor. So had the motor built to decompress as much as possible. So it wouldn't really be as much of a drag bike as, it's a daily driver. Like, it's going to be a reliable bike. Basically what you do is we went with a little bit smaller of a piston, a little bit larger of a piston ring, which decompresses the motor. So when it starts up cold, I get a little oil burning. I scare some of the non-Harley folk. They want to know why my bike's on fire. And
they're scared of their own shadow.
Yeah, and then as it warms up, the shit figures itself out. It starts running real nice. So it has a Mikuni 42 carburetor on it, which works great. I had that bike in Fuel Cleveland, and I put a Delardo 2-throat carburetor on it. Got it to run well enough that I thought it would be cool. And all I learned there was the fancier the paint job, the more people look at your bike. That bike, is real subtle. I got black flames on a black bike with like dark gray striping. I wanted to be as low key as possible. The neck's been cut and raked. I have the smallest shocks on it as possible. It's slammed to the ground. It's all murdered out and stuff. So people see it and keep walking, which I wanted. I wanted it to be low key, but now it's real low key. Like, you could walk by that and not even realize it's supercharged.
Yeah, I don't think I would have noticed if someone didn't point it out,
Yeah. The idea
I also had about 40 beers that day, so.
Yeah. It don't sound any different. It's not like a car where like you hear the whine or anything,
Yeah.
It's there, but it's not like in your face there. It's black with like chrome what do they call it? Fins on it. So it just like matches the motor, it matches the bike and stuff. It's a real low key bike.
Yeah.
Which once again, I built it to be that way, I didn't put a ton of chrome on it and stuff. I don't know. That's not the standout bike. That's the low and slow bike, but now it's low and supercharged.
Yeah. It's just cool, it's supercharged.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not like a gearhead and shit. So like when people are like, "Oh, turbo, supercharged shit," I'm like, I don't know exactly what that means. But it sounds cool. Sounds fast.
It is, yeah. It's actually more common of a thing than you think. If you go on Facebook Marketplace right now and look, there's going to be at least one in your area for sale just because of how popular they were in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Everybody was into like those big motors with, big choppers and stuff. It was a thing. And now that it's not a thing, people are just looking to get anything for it, kind of thing out of it.
They're probably still paying the fucking loan off.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like they probably paid $35,000 for that piece of shit, and they're still paying the interest off. So
you
like,
guys
let's
don't know
part it
that
out.
dude that builds the superchargers in New Hampshire, do you?
No.
Oh, so I'll have to get you the name. There's a guy from New Hampshire that does supercharged, turbocharged Harleys and stuff. Yeah, I wish I could remember the name of the guy, but he built some crazy shit. That's a guy you want to look into.
After the show, dude, hit me up with that fucking find that name.
For sure,
I'll put it in the show notes, dude, because I would definitely like to fucking talk to him. Yeah. I love the idea of like performance choppers, like turbos, superchargers. It sounds cool.
It's wild to look at. So this guy ran his supercharger off his primary. Mine's ran off the other side. So he has the supercharger on the primary side. The turbocharger was on the the intake manifold side where the exhaust would be. And I remember seeing this at Broken Spoke down in Daytona, and I was like, "Yo, like, you what do you got here? That was something wild.
No shit.
Yeah. What fun? I'll tell you this guy now.
An arm?
Mm,
Is it a guy or a shop?
it's I want to say a shop, but I think it's a single guy building them. So the guy who built my supercharger had passed away, and then I was looking for people that could give me advice. I was having all sorts of issues, and I reached out to him, and he was like, "Yeah, that's like not my supercharger. I can't tell you how it's built," but he gave me some tips or whatever.
So, all right. So, how did you get into bike? It sounds like your dad was
Yeah.
into motors and shit. Tell us how you got into bikes and like.
Yeah, so it was definitely my dad. I couldn't even tell you when he started riding. But yeah, he was a chopper guy since 18. Many bikes before that and everything. So I naturally followed in the footsteps. My 4th birthday, he brought home a dirt bike for me. I started riding at 4. Before that, every year he was taking me down to Daytona Beach for bike week. I'd ride on the back of his Softail.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You'd ride from New York down to Daytona?
I would fly with my mom. My dad would
Oh,
take
okay.
the bike down. But yeah, I've definitely been in the scene since a baby. He used to hang out at a motorcycle shop locally, and I can remember playing like Tekken on like the little video games, or getting like Mike and Ike's out of the vending machine, and just hanging out while he was partying with the boys in the back. I was up front, eating candy and throwing rocks in the street.
No shit.
Yeah.
What kind of bikes did you said your dad was a chopper, dude? What kind of bikes did he have?
He started off with an Ironhead chopper that he ended up selling to a buddy of mine that still has it to this day.
Oh, shit.
He built
That's fun to
an Evo Sportster chopper back in the day that I've now taken over and put in my own little flair on, and I ride that
Fuck
around
yeah,
every
dude.
once in a while. The only thing I haven't changed on it was the tires. I still run those tires from '89. Just put a little
Damn.
spray, still put a little spray paint over it, just tied to the cracks. You just spray paint black over those cracks, and it fills
Just
it in.
fill in the cracks.
Fill it in. Yeah, I get the plastic dip, and I
Holy
just spray.
Fuck.
Dude, are you joking? You put the
No, no.
dude,
I'm serious. Yeah. It's got the same tires. I fucking just run it.
plastic dip in the cracks.
Yeah, it fills it in nice. It works.
Holy shit, dude.
I actually got called on it. There's a photographer from the Boston area, this kid Andy, great guy, and he called me out on it. He was like, "What's up with these tires?" I seen him at a show, and I was like, "Oh yeah, don't worry about that." Next time I saw him, he was like, "Oh, you changed your tires?" I was like, "Nah, I just spray painted them, filled them in real nice." And now that's like an ongoing joke. He's always asking me if I change those tires.
You gotta see how long you can keep them going.
At this point, you gotta just keep going with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah,
What-
he had a Softail. He still rides around, big beach bars on it, slammed to the ground. He doesn't like no jacked up bikes. If we own a bike, it's got to be slammed to the ground. That's the only rule. That and no bags are the only 2 rules he has for me.
Those are good rules.
Yeah. No,
I like
no
that,
TV
dude.
screens, no bags, and as low as possible.
Yeah. So are you and your dad close? I mean, does he
Oh,
live
yeah,
close
yeah.
by?
Yeah, we're close.
Mm-hmm.
He is the I would call him the bank, because I come up with some crazy shit I find on Facebook Marketplace, and then I send it to him, and I'd be like, it'd be real cool to have this frame sitting around. And he goes, "Yeah, you're right. It would be pretty cool." Put the idea in his head, and then I come home from work or whatever, and he goes, "Hey, guess what I just bought?" Yeah, he's retired, so I give him things to do. I give him projects.
That's cool.
That's so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I'm trying to raise my kids to dupe me into buying stupid shit so they can build it for me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you another one. I bought a mini bike, and it has like a Predator motor in it from Harbor Freight, and it's a little junky mini bike, but it's fun, and I ride it around. He sees me having a good time. He goes out and buys 2 of the Colemans from some kid or whatever, and he goes, "Oh, look what I just got! I got mini bikes. We can ride around together." Yeah, the guy just loves collecting things.
Yeah.
Never sells, only collects.
That's awesome.
Dude, I love those mini bikes. Those Coleman mini bikes are fucking awesome, dude.
They're fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, the Tractor Supply, you can buy them brand new. Right now they're like $7.99 or whatever.
Right.
But you wait until
And
the
they
winter
used to
time.
be like fucking $300.
Well, they go on sale, dude. They go on sale in the winter because they keep them like chained up outside, and then that first snow hits and they drop it to like $4.99.
They are the best investment. Like if you're going camping or something, you know you're going somewhere, you're trailering or whatever, that is like, you're going to have more fun on a mini bike than you have bringing your own bike. You know, you're riding around the
100%.
field, you're riding it to the bathroom, you're riding it to the bar. I went down to TMMR down in Tennessee. It's at Loretta Lynn's Ranch.
Yeah, dude.
And the mini bikes, riding them around the park there, were more fun than, you know, riding your Harley around, showing it off. Everyone's got a Harley there, but you're the guy with the big wheeled Coleman doing burnouts and stuff with a basket full of beer in the front.
They're so much fucking fun because they're mini motorcycles, so you don't have to wear a helmet. You can do whatever you want on them. You can't die, and like,
You could.
It's, it's borderline.
well, that's just, you know, like obviously, but I bring my kids on them, dude. It's like my favorite memory in my entire life is like riding mini bikes with my kids.
Absolutely,
You know, like it's the most fun a kid can have. If you have kids and you don't have a mini bike, you're fucking up.
They're really, and it's reliable. Like I've never had a situation where like I couldn't get it to run. You spray a little hot start in there, and sure as shit, it's gonna start every time, no matter how long it's sat.
I don't even store mine inside anymore.
Yeah,
Like all winter long, it's just outside. I don't give a fuck.
I'm sure it's a short process of getting that thing to start.
Oh yeah, dude. I take it up to get the mail because I live out in the boons, so it's like a quarter mile up the road. I gotta go get my mail. I just go up there. Has a little fucking, it's a little Coleman tank with the fucking trap door on top. You open up, throw your mail in. It's just fun to rip
That's when
around
you gotta
on.
start chopping. That's gonna be the next thing. Throw some ape hangers on there. You know, maybe get some long pipe, make some chopper front ends out of it.
Oh yeah, dude. Who is fucking? People are chopping them, dude. On mine, I had some 6-bins. I had the 6-bins, the 7/8 6-bins. Who was it? Jesse. He does the powder coating, Powder Chef. He went to Deadbeat. I think it was like 2-3 years ago or whatever.
Okay.
I guess it was probably 3
Not
years
the one
ago.
with that trumpet. That guy had that
the
trumpet as an exhaust.
That's
yeah.
Jesse, dude. Like fucking crazy shit. I love that shit, dude.
That guy was great. Yeah, he was jumping it and stuff.
Oh yeah, you can do some fun fucking shit, dude. On a mini bike, it's wicked short money too. Like if you need new wheels, if you need an exhaust system, dude, you're talking like $20-$30. Like it's fucking cheap.
And you're willing to go a little crazy with it because, like, hey,
You can't get hurt and you can't die.
There's no real cost in parts. You know, you're like, I'll weld that back together. Like, I'll get another pair of handlebars for $20.
And you take the governor out or whatever, and what are you topping out at, like fucking 40 miles an hour?
Yeah.
It feels
Dude,
like
you can wipe out at 40 miles an hour and not feel it, you know?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, definitely.
dangerous shit on mini bikes.
Yeah.
The next project though I got to do is a go-kart.
Yeah, there you go.
I got too many kids. On the mini bike, I can only do one at a time. I want to do a go-kart so I can just pile them all on and do stupid shit.
That Harbor Freight, they sell like that Predator Ghost. You can get the upgrade like kit with the exhaust and everything, and you could put that in anything. You know, I've seen them in drifter trikes that people build out of like a wheelbarrow, and the go-kart, the mini bikes. They just make it
Yeah.
so convenient.
Well, dude,
It's hard not to.
I think I got a brand new Predator motor. I did a swap on my mini bike, and I think it was 120 something bucks, $129
Right,
for a
for
brand
$120, you get
for a
the
brand
lifetime
new
of fun.
motor. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Unbelievable, dude. And if you bump it up and get the Ghost, what is that, like 350?
right.
Short money, dude.
Yeah,
You buy anything for a motorcycle, it's like $100 plus. You
Yeah.
get risers, it's $100.
Yeah. I think mini bikes are more dangerous than motorcycles.
yeah, you could say that.
Because you don't get on your bike after crushing a 30 pack in the woods with your buddies.
No, that's true.
But you're damn sure getting on the mini bike after you do that.
Yeah, that's why you bring it. That's why you
the
bring it, because you
confidence, you
can't
know?
get hurt.
You're on the
What do you
mini
mean?
bike.
What
You're like,
about
I
tell that
can't
to
get
the
hurt.
guy? Tell that to the kid who cut his finger off at Deadbeat.
Oh, didn't another
That probably
kid lose his
happened
ear?
before he was. Yeah.
Cut his finger off, cut his ear off.
Yeah, good times. We had another event down here. It was called Strange Days. Very similar, where it was a free spirited event, and
Oh, do they do that show anymore?
it went 9 years strong, and then whatever
Oh
happened.
shit!
Yeah,
Yeah.
it ended. But
Where
No,
was that?
it started off in New Jersey, and
Oh,
then
okay.
it went into New York to a like a flat track facility, and it was a good party. It was a real good time. Best memory I had of that is there was this little local club called the Orange County Scumbags, and these
Love
guys
it.
are real big into harassing people to do burnouts. They got a little hot rod truck set up and a burnout pit, so you ride right up to the guy's bumper. They got a stop sign or something laying on the ground, and they harass everybody to do a burnout. So this one kid comes over, and he's got, I don't know, like a Honda Shadow or something, and it's, a little rinky-dink bike, but he's proud of it and everything, and he goes to do a burnout, and he's crushing beers as he does it, and he gets a little whiskey throttle, lets go of the bike. The bike goes shooting off into the distance. Carbureted bike, so now gas is leaking on hot exhaust.
Oh,
Bike
nice.
catches fire. The tank's now on fire. The paint's peeling off. People are pouring beers on it. People are dumping their coolers on it, trying to put the fire out. Fire eventually goes out. Picks the bike up. It's got all smoke damage up the tank and everything. Hits the starter. Bike starts right back up, and he rides it away. It was the best burnout I've ever seen in my life.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, oh, wait, did you say it was a Honda Shadow?
I think it was a Honda Shadow or something similar to that. A small Honda.
All right, because I forgot the shout out.
Yeah.
So Jared Back, Bake 2 Weeks. I had mentioned on last week's episode, this guy Mark hit me up about a Honda Shadow and fucking chopping it up. And Jared said, Mark, hit up Jared, Bake 2 Weeks. He has a bike. He's taking to the smokeout. Shadow 600.
That's
so,
it.
Loctite, you're going to be seeing that boy down there. And Mark, you get with Jared. You guys make some sweet Honda Shadow chops. So thanks for reminding me about that.
Not a problem. Yeah.
Dude, the fucking at DVR, did you come down on Friday?
I did not come down on Friday. I came down Saturday morning. I worked
Saturday
Friday.
morning.
Work's most important. I gotta go to work. All my friends sacked up and they went up Friday. I was in the van club down by the petting zoo. That's our hangout spot. So yeah.
What kind of
came
van
up-
you got?
I don't have a van. I got the shovel head and I got an old truck. I got a 89
Okay.
Silverado. The the girlfriend rode the truck up because riding that bike is 50-50 if it's going to make it or not.
Yeah.
I blew out a fork seal on the way up, lost my front brakes, but we made it. Made it there
sick.
and back alive.
Sick.
The whole
No
time
shit,
riding
dude.
up, Friday I was up till 9, 10 o'clock working on that fucking bike, trying to get it in working order.
Yeah.
My starter drive, it was going out and spinning and not catching. It's like an open primary, so I could physically see this happening. It's grinding and it's grinding. I get a new one and I put it in and same shit. And then I got another new one and put it in, and this one was working, so I don't know. It
Yeah.
seems to be fixed for now, but nothing ever works when you want it to. It always seems like the day of something new's got to break, and you got to go downstairs and find what you can do to get it there.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to bring this up because, so Loctite, remember I was talking about my tire went flat on the soft tail and I had to swap it out. I swapped it out with the one from the Sporty. Guess what happened to that tire?
What fun?
Yeah.
Shouldn't buy new tires. That's the problem.
It's probably from sitting on the concrete, bro.
It's on a rug. I put a rug down.
Yeah, I don't think that helps.
You don't think so?
I think that's just a myth that people do. Because every year I go to ride my bike, I got to pump my tires back out.
But dude, like it's only
Every
been sitting. It was like sitting for like maybe 2 days. It hasn't been that cold around here. You think that it can just knock the wind out of it?
Maybe you just got a pile of nails in your driveway.
No, there's nothing, dude. I checked both tires. They're both flat. Could that be the temperature?
I don't know. I mean, I know from leaving my bike on the concrete floor, my tires will go flat all the time.
Yeah, I've known that to happen like in the wintertime and shit, but like I pumped it back up.
Yeah, I mean that's
and like a
usually
day
what
later
happens.
it's like done, dude. And this is 2 different tires. It ain't that
Yeah,
cold out.
That's crazy. 2 different tires, 2 different rims, right?
Yep.
What do you have, spokes or you have mags?
Spokes.
So you got a tube in it.
Yep.
Yeah. That's no.
But that one that I ran on the new one I got it off the Sporty build. I rode it all the way to New York, all the way back, parked it. Maybe 2 days later, completely flat. Pumped it back up. 2 days later, completely flat.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
You never try that green slime in it?
I won't do that.
Well, you're not doing it in. You're doing it in a tube. It's concealed. It's not getting all over.
But like, how do you think the tube has a puncture in it?
Where else would it be leaking from? The
That's
valve?
like, yeah, it has to be, right? But like the temperature difference, it has gotten down into the 50s, like overnight. Like, does that make a difference?
Well, the weird thing is it's 2 different tires, 2 different rims,
Right.
Yeah,
2 different tubes.
yeah. And no, I did soap and water on both of them. Fucking looking for nothing, dude.
Yeah, you can't trust that. I think your wife's letting the air out of your tires.
Dude, I honestly was like, is someone fucking with me? Like, someone going up, breaking into my garage and just like, eh. But that'd be fucked up.
That'd be super fucked. Get you stressed out for no reason.
Because I had the other tire. I filled that one back up just to see if it would go flat again with no weight on it, you know? And I took the little valve stem tool and I fucking made sure that shit was all good. And I changed out the cap and all that. And like, but that one went flat too. So they both went flat again.
That's weird.
Yeah, dude. And no leaks that I can find anywhere. So this is an SOS. If anybody knows, I mean, if it's just the weather, I'll just pump it back up every time I go out. But it's weird that it goes completely fucking flat.
Yeah, that's weird. Mine never go flat. Even sitting all winter, they don't go all the way flat. They just
All the way
lose, like,
flat, yeah.
5
0
pounds or whatever.
PSI, dog.
Yeah, I don't know. That's hard. Hey, well, you
Well, 'cause
gotta take it apart. You gotta take it apart. What else can you do?
Yeah, but it's like the thing is like the one that can't the first one. I was like, okay, maybe the tube's worn out because I just bought the fucking thing and it has a few miles on it.
Right.
The one that I put on it, it's a brand new Firestone. Never been run.
Right.
And I rode it all the way to New York and back, and it was fine. And for days after, too.
I would have trouble believing that it would go flat in 2 days' time because of the weather.
And it's not super cold, dude. Like, low of 50s, like mid-50s.
And you're not noticing it in your car and stuff, you know? Like, if it's doing it to one tire, you would see it in your car, you would see it in somewhere else, you know? That's...
Yeah, dude, it's fucking weird. I mean...
The car is outside, you know?
It gets to be like during the day, it's like high 70s, and then it's been dropping down into the 50s. But that's it. And then...
Yeah, fuck.
Dude,
that
soap and
flatten
water,
the
the whole
tire.
fucking thing, meticulously inside the treads. I looked everywhere, dude. In 2 tires. I got a gremlin in here, motherfucker. Actually, I don't have a gremlin bill for that bike yet, so someone has to gift me
That
one.
could be it.
Fucking gremlin letting all the fucking air out. Oh.
That's how the local tire shop makes money. Come by, let the air out of the tires. They got it out for you.
Might bring it down to Tire Warehouse and just be like, bruh, help a brother out. Maybe I will just do the slime. Because I'm not changing my own tire, so I don't give a fuck how messy it is when they crack it
It's
open.
concealed in the tube. Like, I get it. In like a car tire, that's inconvenient. Like, that shit gets everywhere. But in the tube, I don't think you're creating a mess.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if there's a tear in it or whatever, it's gonna get out, right?
But the same thing, if there was a tear in it, it'd be going out right away.
It would be weird to have 2 tears and 2 tubes.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
If it's a slow leak, you would think it's like a pinhole puncture or something. And, you know, it gets to a certain point, and now it's just letting all the air out.
Yeah. But you would hear something, or I'd see something, you know? Like saturating this thing in soap and water, you would see a bubble come out of a pinhole.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Don't make tubes like they used to.
Something's going on, dude. Something nefarious. I had another question for you. How long are your braids?
How long? Oh. They're
Damn.
They're longer.
So fucking jelly, dude.
When they're not done,
so
it's
bad.
down to my ass crack. Yeah.
That if I could grow hair, that's what I would look like.
Yeah.
And in fact, if you ever want to donate to a charitable organization, I don't know if they have this set up for middle-aged men that lost all their hair, but I would take your hair and I would just wear that for the rest of my life.
I've actually
just
been
2
talking
long
about
braids.
cutting it off very recently. It's more the girlfriend's hair than my hair. Like, I can't braid this shit on my own, you know? So my showers are based off of her availability to braid my hair. And being in construction and stuff, it's getting annoying. I'm trying to cut it down, I don't know, shoulder length or something, just to make it more manageable. It's getting out of hand.
I think you should shave your head and then give
Curl
me
back.
all your hair and I'll wear a wig.
Only if you wear it like Joe Dirt. The hairdresser.
I had the same problem, honestly. It got to the point where my wife was like, I'm not fucking braiding your hair anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's inconvenient. Yeah,
Yeah.
It looks
The
good.
first couple times it's cool when you're sitting on like the porch and you're like, yeah, we're like boys in the hood. I'm braiding this boy's hair. And then after like a couple of months, they're probably like, I don't want to braid your fucking hair.
You know what they don't have in Boys in the Hood? Is you crying at your girlfriend that she's pulling your hair and the knots that are in it are ripping your scalp. They left that part out of the movie. It's when she's fucking braiding it. And I'm like, God damn it. Like, leave some hair on my head.
Well, that's why my wife would get pissed too, because obviously I'm a fucking man. I'm not brushing my hair like how a woman does, so I'm not taking time.
I use the
And,
3-in-1 shampoo.
Yeah, I'm not starting at like the bottom and working my way up. I cannot tell you how many brushes I snap the handle right off of them because I would
Yeah.
start just right at my skull and just like rip through the hair.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have piles of hair in my bathroom when I was done brushing my hair.
It's
And then that sucks for whoever has to braid it because then your hair is like a big fucking frisball.
right. And then, being a man, like, I like the 3-in-1 shampoo because I don't like to waste time, get in,
Yeah.
get out, get shit done. And then
Yeah.
it's my fault that, if you used conditioner, your hair wouldn't be so knotty. And it's like, yeah, you're
No.
probably right, but like, who's
Yeah.
got time for that? I got shit to
Yeah,
do.
I'm using the same silk that's washing my ass is washing my hair.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, you go
we're all
right
the
from
same.
the ass up to the hair.
We're
Yeah.
all the same here,
Yeah,
We all the same
you're looking
problem.
at the fucking the conditioner bottle. It's like leaving for 5 minutes. What are you doing in the shower for 5 minutes?
Yeah,
There's
when
like
you're standing there.
there's no TV. There's no. You're just like hanging out in there.
I like
I guess
to think
read in the back of the
Freebird
bottle.
while I wait, so I know the proper amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah, God bless those women though. They fucking do that shit and get their hair all smelling nice and looking good, and then they see this at the end of the bed.
Yeah.
It's just like us fucking beasts, dude. Like, you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to go through all that.
You don't. We're the same. We're the same guy. Dude. It's funny because I really identify with that.
Oh yeah, dude. Dude, I'd be the ugliest chick.
Oh my god.
Dude, makeup, dude. Oh my god. They're just like,
Not only would I be the ugliest chick, but my fucking puss would be blown out, dude.
That's
I would be
hysterical.
shoving everything up there.
The broken hairbrushers. There you go.
Yeah.
You made use of them.
Oh, broke this handle? Fucking ding.
oh, it fits.
Hey, just for a reminder for our fucking listeners that didn't see me when I had long hair. This was my hair when it was not braided.
That's nice. Look at the curls in that.
Look at that lettuce, bro.
That's the
Dude,
yeah.
my fucking hair was ridiculous.
You would be the perfect
That's-
candidate for a mullet.
That's why my wife did not like to braid my hair. I
Oh,
miss
dude,
the fuck
yeah.
out of it though.
Yeah, I miss hair, man. I miss having hair.
Well, at least you can grow a nice beard though. If I don't have the hair, I don't have shit.
You could grow a decent beard.
No, I can't.
See, I'm doing the Hollywoodian. This is a perfect beard for someone. If you're patchy up here, do the Hollywoodian. This is what like Leonardo DiCaprio does. A little patchy beard up here, but it's full down here on the chin. Just goes straight across. Bang.
Yeah, mine's not full on the side though, like at all.
Yeah, but what about the chin? Jaw.
I look like no. I'm like the equivalent of like a muskrat that has mange.
It's a muskrat.
That's what my beard looks like.
I'm trying to picture what a muskrat looks like.
Oh man. Hold on,
Is it a
I'll
rodent?
Google it.
It's a noble creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are they indigenous to? I've heard the name for sure.
Yeah. They're around.
Look at this rhino.
That's a majestic creature right there. There you go.
Tell me
That
that's
thing's
not me.
fucking
The little
fat.
hunchback, the double chin. Look at this fucking whisker though. That's what my beard looks like.
Is that like a beaver with no tail?
Yeah, it's like a beaver with like a rat tail.
Holy shit. Dude, I saw a fucking beaver chew down a tree one time. That shit's fucking nasty, dude. They chew down trees with their face. They have 2 teeth.
Oh yeah.
And they take down trees, dude. Beavers are
Yeah,
badass.
beavers are no joke.
Oh, yeah. Fucking A, dude. A muskrat. Yeah. All right. Have you gone to the Indian Larry block party being out in
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
New York and all that? Yeah.
Rest in peace. This week's 20 years that he's gone. So it's funny you brought that up.
When was did you go last year?
I went last year. I've been going for quite a few years. The location's changed a couple times and stuff, but that is a party. That is a good time. The whole area gets shut down. It's stunt bikes on one side, vendors on the other side, lined up as far as you could see, bikes parked, and it's just a free for all. It's a great time.
Yeah, it gets fucking rowdy down there. We went last year.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we must have missed you.
Yeah, that shit was so much fun.
Yeah, my buddy had vended. I was sitting at his booth. He was a pinstriper. We sat at his booth all day and stayed in the
Oh,
shade.
shit, dude. I came and fucking talked to him.
Oh, right on, yeah.
Yeah, I talked to him for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's my boy Mike. Mike
Yo,
Savali.
we were like 4 booths down the same side.
Oh, yes, yeah, you guys were there. I do remember that. And they had that dude that took the city bike and kept balancing it on his head and riding.
Yeah, I gave him a fucking Lowlife t-shirt and he put it on.
Yeah, that guy was out of control. That's a city on a daily basis, though. You get characters like that all the time.
Yeah, dude, that was one of the funnest times I've had. That was like chalked up in the memory book forever, for sure.
For sure, yeah, absolutely. And they're cool with like the police there and everything. They're cool with what goes on. They're not trying to stop you from doing wheelies and burnouts and stuff. It's like controlled chaos. They're like,
and here was like the wildest part too. Was like that was like a super wild part of like being in the city, and it's just fucking mayhem. And there's hundreds of cops, and they're like, cool. And then also the fact of like, you got, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking complete scumbags staying on the 14th floor penthouse in downtown Brooklyn.
That was, that's a unique experience. I don't know what they do. Maybe they pay off the cops or whatever, but they're just real chill about the whole event. The year before that, they had a kid on a dirt bike there doing wheelies. He grabbed a female officer, put her on the back. He was doing wheelies, and then that made the newspaper, and it became a big thing that like,
oh fuck,
she shouldn't have been on the back to begin with. But
are you going again this year?
I'll be going again this year for sure. Yeah,
for the 20th. Okay,
it's too close not to go. My buddy Mike, that pinstriper, will be out at Glory Days, and it's definitely an event that I want to hit, but they're the same weekend and stuff. But
yeah, dude, I was thinking about going out to the Larry block party.
Yeah,
and we had a group of people, and then kind of got fractured because some people were going to the Glory Days, and some people were going to the, it sucks that it's the same weekend. It's like, which one do you choose? I've never been to Glory Days, and I was thinking about going down there. Our boy Fish is in that this year. But Indian Larry Block Party, 20 years since the passing.
And who knows how long it's going to be going on for, they keep saying.
Everybody was saying last year was the last year.
Up until that point, it was. They had sold that building, and he was like, all right, I'm done. And something fell through with the sale, and they kept the spot, but that rumor was more true than not. Then
everybody was hitting me up. It was like, if you ever wanted to go, you better get here because this is the last year.
Yeah. So
turns out that was a lie.
Maybe
what's the date on that? Is that the 5th?
No, I think it's the weekend after Smoke Out. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's not the same weekend. I think it's the 20-something. I think it's the end of September.
Oh, okay.
And then a week or two after that is Race of Gentlemen. If you've never been to that, that's a good event to go to.
It's in Jersey, right?
That's deep. That's the end of Jersey, Wildwood. Yeah. It's as far as you can go, really. And that's
I heard that. I heard that one's a lot of fucking fun.
That they do a night of troglodytes Friday night, which is like all, I want to say like 80s and back.
Yeah, like the vintage fucking drag racing.
Older bikes. And then the drag racing's even earlier bikes. Those are like flatheads and stuff. It's it's an experience to go to. And they're on the beach and everything. they set it up so that like if you were to take a photo, you're not supposed to know when the photo was taken. You know, like this could be taken back in the day or today, and it's a good event. They do a great job setting it up.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one that's on my list for sure.
I've been to a lot of shows, and that one is one of the more unique setups because you're not dealing with choppers now. Now you're dealing with like antique bikes, and the chopper guys show up, so you're going to be seeing things that you don't see on a daily basis.
Right.
100-year-old bike going as fast as it can, down a beach. Something to see.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, dudes get fucked up doing that shit too. I think I saw a couple of years ago, what was it, Love Cycles?
Yeah.
He got real fucked up.
Well,
Jason Momoa's brother.
They dress up to fit the part, so
yeah,
that means no full face helmet. Like,
yeah, they got the leather.
They're not
cap
wearing
on
racing leathers and stuff. These guys are wearing like soft helmets, and whether they're doing 40 miles an hour or whatever, they're not like funny cars, but they're hitting hard sand. Like, you can't tell me that doesn't feel like hitting concrete.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, you can get fucked up.
Absolutely, yeah. And then what's worse is now you got a 100-year-old bike that you just fucked up, and I don't know if the pain of you falling or the pain of you having to fix that bike now is worse. I'm sure it don't feel nice. God.
It must be expensive as fuck, dude.
Absolutely, yeah. And if you can't find it, now you got to make it and stuff.
Yep. Dude, it's hard enough to walk on beach sand, let alone ride,
These guys are right down at the water. It's packed down there. Yeah.
Fucking A, dude. Yeah, man, it was cool fucking finally meeting you. We kind of met by happenstance.
Yeah.
But I know we've talked like on IG and shit. How long have you been listening to the show? Are you have you been listening like pre-Rhino? Or did you just start listening once I came on board?
No, I would say a few years. 2 years, 3 years.
Okay.
It's something you put on in the car driving to work, and I've made friends with a lot of guys you've had on the show. John Luke lives an hour away from me. I met him.
Oh, fuck yeah.
At a bike event when he was coming back from El Diablo run. He had just gotten back. He stopped at a bike show. We started talking. You guys had interviewed him like the week before or whatever, and I was like, oh shit, I just heard your whole interview. You guys have definitely connected me to some good people.
Hell yeah.
The points cover on the FXR I got was from the Martian Brothers. You guys did the interview with those guys, the sand casting, and I reached out to them with an idea. I was like, hey, can you make a New York City sewer cap and make it my points cover?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
were
that
real
one.
cool about it. Actually, they approached me at Mama Tried this year, and he was like, yo, I've been approached by guys wanting to buy that, but since you had us make it, is that something we could sell? Or like, if you don't want us to sell it, we don't have to. And I thought that was pretty
That's
cool.
really cool.
That,
That's cool.
Being like, yeah, you bought the rights to it. Like, what do you want to do? And I was like, no, sell it. Like,
it's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't make up the idea. I was down in Daytona 10 years ago, and I saw someone making them out of like brass or something, So
yeah,
whatever idea I have, someone else has already come up with. So I'm not afraid to let anyone else have it.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. The sewer cap. It's a fucking manhole cover.
The manhole cover, yeah.
Yeah. That's like dude, you're hitting up all the big shows. Mama Tried, Fuel Cleveland.
I wouldn't say I'm a good bike builder, but I definitely could say I'm a good bike traveler. I hit all the shows. I definitely try to, and I got more on the list I want to go out to. I want to hit Moto 1 show. I heard that's like the biggest show you could go to out in Portland. I've definitely been all over.
Well,
That's
I'm gonna take this time to personally invite you to the Lowlife Lowdown 2025.
5.
We don't know when it is,
Yeah,
where it is,
for sure.
but that'd be awesome to get out to New Hampshire.
Well, we
Dude,
do.
you're
We
pretty
do
close.
have a date locked in. We do have
We-
a date locked in for it. We just need to figure out if we're going to keep doing it on Bike Week
Yeah.
because it
See,
fucking rains every year.
That's the problem. So that's what I do. I've gone to Laconia before, and
Rainconia.
I have hotels tonight on my phone ready to go, and I watch the weather app, and I go, oh, this weekend it's not raining. I'm
Yeah.
driving up after work.
I swear
Yeah.
to God, July in New Hampshire, it doesn't
Is.
rain.
Yeah,
I think July is the new month.
yeah.
Hey, you're 101 years in, yeah. You're not changing the dates now. Yeah.
Yeah. But for the Lowlife Lowdown, I'd like to change the venue too. I want to get private property, no police allowed, anything goes.
It'll never
As long as you
happen.
got the insurance money, I'm sure he can
No
make it
fucking
happen.
Yeah,
insurance,
that's the
dude.
problem. That's
Yeah.
the problem. Everybody wants $1 million policy.
Absolutely, yeah. That's everything, yeah.
No, we're gonna do it under a fake name.
There you
And we're gonna have no insurance. If you get hurt or killed, you lose a finger or whatever, you have nobody to sue. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
wearing a mask the entire time.
Yeah.
go. Now you should have two sections. Now you should have the chopper mini bikes and the chopper show.
Yeah, you'll see us
Yeah.
in August. We'll be doing an episode. We're being sued.
Yeah.
Rhino
Somebody
and I
died.
are homeless. Please
Watch us
subscribe to the
interview my
Patreon.
Yeah,
No, we'll just make an LLC. They'll sue the LLC, and we have no money anyways.
there you go. Yeah,
They'll be like, "Oh yeah, you owe these people $1 million," and we'll be like, "All right, well, you'll get your fucking money when I fucking feel you're paying you." But if we did have private property, fireworks, gambling, strippers, mini bike jousting, it's endless possibilities.
this is like Disneyland for chopper guys.
Yeah,
You sold me. I'm in.
yeah. But we haven't talked about it, so we'll talk turkey Loctite off air. he's just rolling. He's just rolling. He's been rolling his eyes, shaking his head in disappointment.
Yeah.
Where have I failed you?
I think it sounds like a great idea. I'm sold.
Yeah, we just need someone to give us their private property to do whatever the fuck we want, and I don't think that's gonna happen. But
Yeah, ask Steve how well that goes.
yeah,
Did you try asking nicely?
I do it on my property. I'll have to clear cut like an acre of land though.
It's all good until you start shooting off fireworks, and then the family gets mad that they can't go to sleep and nobody's leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. And my neighbor, my closest neighbor is like a reverend.
It's always better at somebody else's house. Yeah.
All right, guys. So this is an hour and a half in, but me and Locked have been doing this since 4 o'clock. It's almost 8 o'clock. So we got to shut this shit down. And let's give a shout out to the sponsors that make this fucking shit possible.
Up first, we had No Love Paintworks, Dan, the motherfucking man, with a plan to make your bike not suck dick. If you're sick of sucking dick, you're sick of choking on big loads, hit up Dan at No Love Paintworks and get the best fucking paint job in the motherfucking East Coast. Dan is so good at his craft because he loves his craft, not the money. All right? But it's still not free, you broke bitch. You want to live good, you got to pay. All right? But get on the list for this fall / winter with No Luck Paintworks and bring your build to a new level. Listen, here's the thing about painters. They don't get the credit they deserve. You can be a shitty bike builder, have a friend that can paint really good, and that makes you an incredible bike builder. All right? Up next, we got Deadbeat Customs. Steve, the creator of the Deadbeat Retreat, one of our longest fucking supporters of the show, through being canceled and Deadbeat being canceled and shut down and shunned out of the state of Maine. All right? Steve has stayed with us degenerate fucks and supports everything we do. Help us return the favor by shopping at deadbeatcustoms.com. He has something for everybody, from chopper shit to bagger shit, performance dyna shit, luggage, helmets, vests, glasses, whatever the fuck you need, you can get it at deadbeatcustoms.com. Use code LOWLIFE to save some motherfucking money. Next, we got Steak Strong Co., the creator of the Sweet Heat barbecue sauce that, listen, here's the thing. This is a hot sauce, but with a barbecue sauce consistency. I don't even know what to call it. Is it a hot sauce? Is it a spicy barbecue sauce? I don't know. But here's the best part about it. Since it's not vinegar-based, you can use it as a glaze. You can put it on your ribs, your steak, your chicken, your fucking eggs. Put it on your fucking wife's titties if you want. If you're into that sort of thing, you know what I mean? And it's $30. You get the shit hot sauce, the shits hot sauce, and the motherfucking Lowlife chopper sauce. All right? They each step up. Get the trifecta. Try them all. It's like Pokemon. You got to catch them all, bitch. Go to staystrongco.org and order some motherfucking hot sauce. Next, we got Lowbrow Customs. Everything you need for the road ahead. All right? Lowbrow has everything you need in one website. You can build an entire fucking bike in one place. And Tyler supports the whole community, so help us return the favor by shopping at lowballcustoms.com.
Next up.
Next, we got Burnt Out Wood Baron.
Oh, what are you doing the ad read?
He's introduced again.
Got me all fucked up. All right. All right. Burnt up wood burning. Photorealistic wood burning designs, from choppers and hot rods to pets and hot broads. Match your man. He's an old school cat. Tab it up from the chin down, broham. What's this guy been getting into his whole life? He's about motorcycles. He's about brotherhood. He's about motherfucking wood burning. He's one of the most generous people that I've met. He gave away mad shit at the DBR. He's always down for a good time. We're probably going to do a Connecticut run at some point this fall. We're in talks with Matt and his boy. But Matt is an old school cat. He doesn't use fucking computers. He gets in his zone, dude. He got the fucking wood. He got the Barna. And he's just making those photorealistic designs. Send him a picture of your fucking chopper. Immortalize it in wood. Hang it up in your parlor, dude. His boy Austin, Silver City Co., is now offering welding, fabrication, and small maintenance out of Meriden, Connecticut. Bikes, cars, go-kart. He'll do anything, dude. Anything that has wheels or tits. He's your man. Last but not least, you got me all fucked up. I got to go back up. Hui Motor Co. H-U-I Motor Co. We wrench, we ride, we Motor Co. Gaucho, our boy, he got gear for riders so they can still afford to ride. We all know about the sub 300 club style vest. Got a little place for your sunglasses. It's got the diamond stitching. It's lead as fuck. But he also has shirts, hats, hoodies, and other goodies like these flannels. Kevlar line. Next up, we got our boy, Chris from Oxford Coat Shoppers. Bumper Club. Welcome to John Brock. The fucking original bad boy gangsta. From handlebars to hardtails, hard parts for hard men. Home with a $900 hardtail installed. Not some fucking Chinese bullshit. Cast axle plates, all TIG welded and installed in-house. USA made steel. This boy knows what he's doing. He's got conviction. Frame restoration and repair too. So if you have an old piece of shit that's all warped and twisted, this boy's got the geometry skills to get it back to straight. Unlike you. Fuck. Last but not least, we got Loctite's motherfucking Chop Shop.
Come on, New York and New Hampshire, the home of the three motherfucking governors. For all your pinstripe needs, hit me up. Whether you want your bike pinstripe, your fucking custom garage signage, your fucking girl's titties, or your baby's face. All right? I found out you can put fucking enamel on anything. So I'm willing to do it. Hit me up, Raw Tech Shop on Instagram, and we'll make it happen, Captain. Last but not least, this show.
The Lowlife podcast.
I wasn't sure if you was thinking if you wanted to jump in. Listen, the Lowlife podcast, all right? Get onto the fucking Patreon, join the behind the scenes, help support this fucking show. That's how we do all this. That's how, when the laptop went down, that's how we were able to get a fucking new laptop to keep the show going. That's how we don't miss episodes. That's how I can afford to fucking pay for gas to get to fucking North Carolina. All right, this is how we pay for it to make this show on. For the domains. I don't even know what that is, but the domains cost money. This program costs money. This camera costs money. This mic costs money. This little fucking thing for my mic costs money. All right, it all costs money, and we appreciate everybody that jumps on. And listen, it's not about money. All right, this is a labor of love. Even if you cannot support us by jumping on a Patreon, share out the story on Friday. Sharing is caring. Didn't you ever watch fucking Reading Rainbow? You dumb son of a bitches. The fucking Reading Rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Listen, support your boys at the Lowlife Podcast. We fucking love you. It was a pleasure having you, Tim. Rhino, it was a pleasure having you with the PBRs. A fucking fresh toast to the boys. Hey, we love you. We'll see you next week. Matter of fact, I'll see you in fucking North Kakalaki. Bring the hush puppies and the motherfucking sweet tea. Bye, bitch!